That's right. Welcome to lesson 11. I have started once again in this main area. I'm not even starting from the beginning, like the default screen. That's right, because I don't care. I don't care anymore, man. Um, I'm right into here. I'm right into this. This is like being on a date, and we're at a restaurant, and I just take off my pants because I know where this is going. And then she leaves. And it's hard. It's hard to deal with. Okay, so let's kick this off. What I'm showing you guys is channels, how to just understand channels and do a few things with that. And also how to make a quick sort of selection of some stuff in the background, some colors on the screen. Anyway, you'll see. So I'm going to drag in my friend. Flower. This isn't a real friend of mine. This is just, I just use that term. But I do have flowers that are friends. In fact, they're my only friends. Plants in general. Yeah, so jealous. I'm sure you can hear that dog outside. It was jealous. So it's kind of angry at me now. I can understand dog language. Okay, so what we're going to do is... that dog needs to shut up. Flowers are my friends. No, they're mine. I'm going to add in this. I think I just hat in. I'm going to hat this in. Okay. Cool. I'm going to connect. Oops. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to slash that. Select these two. F, 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 F. Done. Let's take another look. F. Oops. Select those two. F. That's the light channel. F. That's the blue channel, red channel, and then the alpha channel. So basically how this works, this is quite nice. I like this tool. Why? Well, because now you can do contrast only on the light channel. So actually we're going to just use a color ramp for each of these. I'm going to, let me undo that. Oh, it's having trouble. Okay, so I'm going to minimize this, drag it in. Kaboom. I'm going to duplicate, drag, duplicate, drag, duplicate, drag. Okay, now I'm going to open this. I'm just going to use that for what I'm doing. Okay. Cool. Alright, so just say I select this one and I can change the contrast of this. Now notice, as I change the contrast only in the light channel, what's happening? We're getting contrast just like before, but it's actually a really, really, really cool kind of contrast. I mean, it looks so fresh and awesome. But notice what's happening, it's desaturated it slightly. Yes, so if I do contrast with taking into account the R, G, and B, like the combined sort of like this, you know, RGB combined, right? If I do it like that, what's actually happening is I'm actually adding saturation to it. Now, if I do it just in the light channel, and I just push the light values away from each other, I'm actually desaturating the image. Or removing, I'm removing the saturation from the image, as you can see. And I think that looks pretty cool. I think it looks pretty cool for you when you do your images. And in fact, if you want to achieve a bleach bypass kind of look, this is quite a nice way to go about it as well. Now, the reason I've brought up these two other ones, I won't be needing that one. I'll just do F again. Great. So there's also the blue and the red. Now, where's green, you may ask? Well, we don't need it because blue and red can achieve all the colors that you want. Okay, so if I pull on this side, you get yellow. I pull on this side, you get blue. It's not like the curves, remember? So the curves I was pulling on the in the red channel to one direction, and it was adding light, or you can add a color and also add light. But this one is not quite the same. So that one I'm adding cyan, and that one I'm adding some red to it. Now the mixtures of these colors will create you other colors, and you can achieve all the colors. It's a magenta sort of look, which is the opposite of green in the computer color wheel world. You can achieve a green. So sometimes it's actually really cool, and try this yourself when you color, and we'll do it a bit more in another video, is color correct some footage or an image using only these, and it's actually sometimes better. Like I just like it because you can just look. You get good at reading an image. If you see like a blue tinge to the image, then it's probably, you just pull. If you see a blue tinge to the image, then you just pull it against that. You add in some yellow, and it really gets you used to really understanding how colors work and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, so that's that part, and now another part I want to deal with is selecting things. So let me show you what I mean. So just say I want to select the blue there. How do I do it? Just say to saturate it. How would I do it? Sure, we've seen hue correct. What if it's not working for you? What are you going to do? Are you going to do what I do and just start crying? No, don't do that. What you need to do is come down to where it says matte, right? And choose one of these, all right? So which one? There's lots of nonsense in here. And basically these are all kind of doing the same-ish thing. What we're most interested in is distance key. Now if you take a look at all of these, let's say if you choose chroma key, it's going to be the same kind of thing. You add in an image and you choose the color that you want to select, and then there's different cutoffs and fall-offs and acceptance. Acceptance has nothing to do with the social issue, it's just this. This one you can select in a slightly different way and adjust more. Difference key sucks balls, but still, you can do some things with that. We're going to use distance key. I found that one's kind of cool. So I'm going to add that in, plug that into image. I'm going to select the color, key color. So the keying color that I'd like to key. I need to stop saying key. Key. Right, and we can see in here some weird, like the flower pooed itself or something. Let's take a look at that properly. Through that, I changed the alpha. That's what we're dealing with. The alpha channel. And now we're going to adjust the tolerance. All right, so once again, this has nothing to do with social issues. Adjusting tolerance here, you can't, it doesn't mean you can just be like really mean to people or whatever, and then just claim that you adjusted it earlier. You just, your tolerance is actually quite high for people. No, it's not. You're still a very angry person. You need to calm down. All right, and that's what we're doing. We're trying to remove the blue. And bear in mind, I changed it to this. If I change it back to that, you're just going to see nonsense. And if I change it to that, then you'll see what we're doing, but you're not going to have a nice little image there helping you. You can also do it on the viewer node. If you change this here, I'll just make that smaller. And you click on these, you can get the same kind of thing. Cool. All right. I'm going to drag that down. So yes, and then just so you can adjust the tolerance there. So this isn't working for us. I'm trying to remove the blue as much as possible. Okay, so the flowers are getting cut into. I'm going to change this to YCC, and it's similar to the same kind of model we've been using down here. If you hold it over, it says YCB CR suppression or whatever. And now this one seems to be helping us a bit more. May not be perfect. Oh, this seems pretty cool. There we go. Okay. Just going to take it up a little bit more. There we go. Cool. So that will do for now. And now we've got that. What we really want is this. Remember, we're going to just be able to plug this into an image, a tool to be able to utilize it. Tool as in like an RGB curve, not a tool as in like, you know, someone you hate. That won't work. But it would be cool if you could control people that you really don't like, just with black and white images. That would be really fascinating. Okay. There we go. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, so what I want to do now is, remember before, like, you can forget about all of this and just add in, you know, this here. I'm just going to plug this bad boy into this bad boy so it shows up on this bad boy. I need to stop saying bad boy. Okay, and just say I bring down that, or I bring that up. I'll bring it down, right? Remember what we did? We'd use it to plug into the factor, but we don't want that one. We want the one that says matte, all right? Because we're going to use the matte to mask. Yes, that's what we're doing. Boom. Now, if you remember, what's gone wrong, right? Let's take a look. It's the white part that gets affected, the black part doesn't. Okay? If you think of the black part as multiplying any, you know, of the color values by 0, it's just going to equal 0, so nothing's going to happen, it's all going to be transparent. Whereas the white part is 1, and the half pixels here, that kind of gray there in the middle, 0.5 or whatever, all along the scale. So anyway, what we're going to do is we are going to invert it. We're going to invert that. We're going to invert the matte. Boom. There we go. Okay, we don't need to click that. We can just have that clicked. Okay, we're inverting that now. I'm going to put that back to normal. Okay, let's see. Oops. I'm going to click on these two. There we go. Back to normal. Cool. So I'm inverting it. And as you can see, we are only affecting that background color. Pretty cool. Now you can play around and make some changes, man. Make some changes. Okay. And then you can do whatever you want with that. And you can also, if you'd prefer, you can add in hue saturation value. And just say you want the flowers to be like that, but you don't want the background to be like that. But you come back here and you want the background to be like, oops. Let's see. It's only blue. I'm messing with the blue channel. That's a bad idea. It's obviously not going to do too much. Actually, let's see. Do a little bit. Okay. So let's just say you want the blue channel to, the background to be like that, more blue, like a kind of a cool, like a cyan-y, bluey kind of, that looks really cool, right? But then you only want the front to be affected by the other one. So let's play. Hopefully this doesn't get too confusing, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to unhook that. And now I'm going to mask this off only on that one. And we didn't invert it, remember? Because we inverted that one. So we've built a nice little tool that we can use to do some cool things. And now that is control. Thank you for listening to this lesson, and good night, everybody.